What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Adam Mentality World. Thank you for joining me today. Now, as many of you know, I live in LA. I've lived here for over 12 years, so I can only speak about LA people. So you're gonna have to comment below and let me know if it's like that where you live. But I've noticed this really bad habit where people in LA have a horrible problem with commitment. I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, maybe women don't want to commit to you because whenever they come over, they see all those little kid wrestling belts and they want to leave immediately because they want to get arrested for messing around with a minor. First of all, ouch. Second of all, I'm not talking about that kind of commitment. I'm talking about this kind of commitment. I cannot tell you the number of times I've been driving down the road and the car right in front of me does the exact same thing. They get 50 to 90% of the car into the median. Then I have to, oh shoot, at the last second, swerve into the right lane and pray to God that there's not another car in that right lane, otherwise there's going to be an accident. Or I have to slam on the brakes and pray to God again this way that no one's directly behind me and they're not tailgating me, because if they do, they're going to rear into me from the back and then we got an accident that way. Side note, best advice is to slam on the brakes, and then if someone does hit you from behind, at least it's not your fault. Sure, it's going to be expensive, it's going to be inconvenient trying to get your car fixed, but at least it's not as expensive. I'd understand if it was a super skinny median, but it's not. And you want to know how I know? The first reason why I know is because I have seen with my very eyes in that same median Amazon Sprinter vans. I have seen UPS trucks. For God's sakes, I have seen 18-wheelers parked in that median right there, just right between those yellow lines, and they're not even hanging out in oncoming traffic. The second reason why I know it's not too skinny is because, you know what, you guys can't see with this little picture how much room she has, so I'm going to zoom in on it. As you can see, she's got plenty of room, so much room. She has enough room for 7 scooters you could park beside her. She has so much room you could put 7 scooters and a fat baby beside her, and the baby and the scooters would be safe and sound. It's like she's not fully committed to going to this bakery. She's just in her car scanning the parking lot thinking,
oh, wow. There's a lot more cars here than I thought. A lot more than I anticipated.
who am I kidding? She doesn't use the word anticipated. It's not in her vocabulary. She's not smart enough to even know what that means. She thinks anticipated means she can't poop.
Oh, that there's a lot more than there are people, and I thought there would be here. That means there's probably a long line. I don't want to wait too long. Maybe I should just go get a cake at Ralph's or Vaughn's or something. I mean, no one's going to know. I mean, it's for a funeral, right? I mean, Grandma Gertrude's never going to find out. Or will she? Do people go back to their funerals and see who came and who spent what on their cake and icing and stuff? Or am I going to have a problem when I get up to heaven and Grandma Gertrude's like, hey, man, why'd you spend $4 on my death cake? I don't want to deal with that. That's going to make it awkward for eternity.
Move! Get out of the road! If I wasn't in front of her, I would be praying that Yukon or Escalade or maybe even an 18-wheeler would just come by, just rip the side of her car off and just kill her. And guess what? No one gets any cake. Now we're having to go to your funeral because you're a moron. These are the same people who take up 2 lanes when they're turning right. I realized this was a thing the first time I ever rode in a car with my ex-girlfriend. We all know that nervous feeling you get the first time you ever ride with someone. You know, you're double checking your seatbelt to make sure you don't fly out of the windshield, just gauging how they pull out in front of other people, like, oh shoot, that was close, or oh, well, they gave it plenty of time, or do they hit the gas a lot, hit the brakes a lot? That's a lot of things. You're looking for clues to see if you can foreshadow the upcoming adventure and try to figure out, is it a good time to start typing the goodbye, I love you forever text to your parents? Forrest Gump has a famous quote where he says, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And I believe that saying should have been, life is like riding with someone for the first time because you never know what you're going to get. And that's honestly true because you don't know what you signed up for. You have no idea what's about to happen. Up until that point, I'd always been the driver. But for whatever reason, she wanted to drive that time. I guess to prove that she was a good driver? I don't know. I thought, she seems like a sane person. She doesn't have too many scrapes and scratches and duct tape on her car, so I let her drive. I don't remember where we were going. It was a long time ago. But as soon as we got close, she's like, oh, hey, here it is. It's over here on the left. And I thought, oh, thank God. We're almost there. Successful trip. It's perfect. We're not dead. So she even put on her blinker. Check. She pumped the brakes and slowly, gradually drifted into the median. Check. But here's the problem. I was still in the left lane of traffic. I look over and she is completely oblivious to the danger we're in, especially me. I look over and she's looking at the parking lot without a care in the world. She could have been picking out Christmas cards with the amount of intrigue she had with that parking lot. But I knew neither one of us were going to get there if the same 18-wheeler I was praying would take out this lady comes along and rips off my side of the car. So I yelled, "Go!" Scared her. Then she hit the gas and drove into the parking lot like her life depended upon it. Which it did. Then she gets mad at me for yelling at her while she's driving because, and I quote, "You almost got me into an accident." I told her she wasn't far enough into the median. And she said, "I was in the median." Yes, you were, but I wasn't. Hence all the yelling. The whole thing went smoothly. And now we're not together. I mean, not because of the driving. I mean, sure, that didn't help. I mean, who wants to check and make sure their wheel is up to date every single time they go to the grocery store? I know I don't. Well, that's it. That's the story. Hope you enjoyed the story. But more importantly, I hope you're not the type of person who, when you come to a stop, you stop in the median and the lane. Especially if you drive in LA. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below if something like this has ever happened to you or any other crazy car accidents where you almost got killed. I love to hear them. More importantly, don't forget to share this if you think this was a funny story because it's a true story. And we want to get as many eyes on this channel as possible so I can quit my job and never have to work again. That's the goal. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but everyone should have a goal. That's mine. And until next time, peace.